Hello everyone, this is Wrestling Watcher, a YouTube channel that's about watching professional wrestling. So last night, new tag team champions. The New Day lost their tag team championships to the Judgment Day. Now the New Day haven't wrestled with them much since winning them at WrestleMania 41. I believe it was against the Viking Raiders. I believe. But, this was a great back and forth match. I thought they got a lot of time. It was interesting. JD McDonough and Finn Balor look fantastic. You can clearly tell they've been putting a lot of time in the gym, a lot of time eating clean. Both of them look great. Xavier Woods also looks great. I noticed that he's adopted the strut, the Jackie Fargo, I believe his name is, the old Jackie Fargo strut. A Memphis wrestler that used it. I believe Ric Flair then used it. Buddy Rogers used it. Jeff Jarrett has used it. Now Xavier Woods is using it. And Xavier looks like he's been putting in a lot of time in the gym as well. Kofi Kingston always looks great. The match was back and forth. It's interesting. New Day was getting a lot of babyface cheers. A lot of babyface reaction for them, but they still kind of worked as heels though, right? And that was the fun part about it. Both teams used a lot of heel tactics in this match. While I would definitely say that Judgment Day got the predominant babyface reaction, they would win via a moonsault coup de grace combination to get the win. And they were both in the aisle celebrating with Dominic, so that's good. There's been rumors of a complete Judgment Day breakup coming, possibly even at SummerSlam. Who knows? But this was a great match. I'm kind of surprised that the New Day lost the Tag Team Championship so quickly. I think they've only wrestled twice, Michael Cole said, since winning them. And that was, WrestleMania was back in mid-April, so we're looking at, 2.5 months there or something like that? Yeah, about roughly 2.5 months. So that's not a very long title reign. So it'll be, you have to wonder what's going to happen with them. In my opinion, the way they look now, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, I think it might be time to, let the two of them talk in the ring, and when Kofi has his back turned, it's maybe time for Xavier Woods to just hit Kofi Kingston in the back with a chair a few times and try a solo heel run, because he certainly has the look for it, I think, at this juncture. I think that's a direction you can go in with the New Day, where Xavier Woods, they just break it up, because I don't think there's any more juice in that carton to really milk. I think the New Day is gone as far as they can go. I think it's time to run with the Xavier Woods heel turn on Kofi, and I'm not sure what you do with Kofi afterwards, because I think in that scenario, Kofi would have to lose to Xavier. Xavier is the one who would be in line for the solo push. As far as Judgment Day goes, who knows if they're going to break up? We don't know that yet. Rumors of that have been going around. And a lot of news with the Judgment Day in this episode of Raw. They're going to take the tag team championship that previously was held by Liv. Now that she's out with injury, they're going to give it to Roxanne. And they're going to have a big 4-way tag team match at this Evolution Premium Live event. One tag team from NXT, one tag team from SmackDown, and another tag team from Raw. Then obviously you'll have the champions defending. If I had to guess, I would say the SmackDown tag team will be Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I think that's a somewhat logical guess there. I'm not sure about NXT right now, and I'm not sure about Raw. But, the New Day, they've been around since, 2015? And now with Big E, unfortunately, just not in action. They've had this interesting heel run as of late since what they did to Big E, turning on him and verbally putting him down. But I just don't think there's much left there as a group. I see the future being a Xavier Woods heel run. He's put a lot of effort into his body, you can tell. He looks a lot more confident. He looks like he's ready to carry that solo spot. As far as Kofi goes, man, he's a future Hall of Famer, but it's hard to tell where you put him right now. And then with Judgment Day, look, JD McDonough and Finn Balor, like I said, they look great, better than ever. JD McDonough has really put a lot of time in the gym. You can tell those two train together just by looking at them. And you can tell they've been putting in a lot of time, eating clean and training hard and all that sort of stuff. Where they go from here, who knows? I mean, I'd like to see a really good tag team run because I think they could have one where they really build up the prestige of those tag team championships. I'd like to see the tag team division get some love, especially if they're going to be baby faces, which it looks like they might be, not based on their in-ring work, but just based on how the crowd treated them. Because like I said, the Judgment Day was getting the predominant babyface reaction. I see them and the Creed brothers, the group with Chad Gable. Well, I guess Chad Gable's going to pretend like he has an injury and whatnot. Well, that's a different video, but I think the Creed brothers and Judgment Day would be a next logical booking, in my opinion. That's all for this one, guys. Thank you.